Today, you see the Constantinople, I said to people, why they doing it was planned because even in the inauguration, if you look at the video, go to the video. Waka did not answer the question. The question that said, I will protect, I will declare, he never answered. When they come to that part, all you have and the time of hijack democracy, they will not allow that to work. For lawyer to civil service, we need to make sure that our laws are protected and don't practice or prevail. We have proven record to uphold the rule of law and to protect democracy. We should not allow that to slip away. You see, you are war. You talk about democracy. So what the people is not a joke. In 1982, all the wars are came because people were hijacking democracy, breaking the rule of law. Pastors, reverends, they need to talk about it. Because when the people come outside, we joke with this, when April 12, the people came outside, like we were upside down. So let us not joke. The hands of the wives. So we have to protect this is the first independent state in Africa. The oldest in Africa. Liberia has a record already. We will not continue that negative record. We want no war. We are looking up for participatory democracy where people come and people go. Citizens are happy. That's what we're looking for. And that's what we're looking for. We're not allow anyone to hijack democracy in the country. But we'll stand up. We'll stand up. So what they're doing there is wrong. And I'm glad that we have clever people in the future that understand that no way in this country again people hijack democracy. It's a lie. So I want to thank you for this award for the Liberian people. Because it's moving to work. No one believes that I will ever be president and survive. God, by the grace of God, we did it. I say we did it. We did it. So we are hopeful. We are hopeful for what the future will bring for us. We are organized, the People's Party. We are waiting until they announce that we can again take part in the political arena. And we will be there because we are the People's Party. So the finish, Archbishop, this is my second meeting. We spoke around my way from Paris, and I was confident all the best players in the world. It seems that necessary to be more than 7 Ballon d'Or, and Ronaldo get more than 5 Ballon d'Or. We just didn't go. But the passion of the game, for me to present 3,000. Other person love me. But then I realized that because the respect and value I brought this game, while they invited me to honor that person. And I'm grateful to God for that. Do you know how many of us here are waiting for God to use it? Yeah? How many of us? You see people pray every day, they go fast and pray. Some of them want to be priests, they want to be prophets. But that's the Bible calling it. Does it? Many are called. So if you need the many, you gotta be grateful. You understand? If you need a few, you gotta be grateful. But we must continue to work hard and be grateful. This is everything. Most of us are grateful. I don't need to say. And the ungrateful people, they don't have to cry.
Good morning, and a pleasant welcome to yet another edition of your favorite breakfast program. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. It's good to be here this morning to serve you a very delicious breakfast from oldest Congo town in Monrovia, Liberia. My name is Yekezi Zobel, sitting in here this morning. I hope to be joined by my colleagues Dennis Nipson and that of Trocon Flammer. And together we're going to drive it through until later, 10 o'clock this morning. So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, folks, just keep it locked down. Let's have a wonderful time together as we have a lot on our plate this morning to talk about. This morning, we will bring you firstly the weather forecast that will be followed by the latest exchange rates from the Central Bank of Liberia's website. We delve into some of the local training issues right here in Liberia. But then before that, we'll bring you one or two international developments and sports, both local and international sports, right here this morning on the show. So wherever you are, and wherever you are joining us from, let's have a wonderful time together. Those of you watching via Spawn TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, and via our YouTube channel, I'd like to say welcome. And let's say good morning to Tommy Johnson. He's watching this morning. Everton Ben. Wow, Everton, hope you're having a wonderful time watching from Minnesota. It's been a while. I hope you are having a good time there in Minnesota. Joshua, Tani, and Dashad Junior is watching. Benedict Tobe is watching. Siafa Saba Official is watching. So if you're watching the show, I'd like to say good morning and thanks for following the show this morning. All right. Pompon is also following from Grand Cru County this morning. And folks, quickly, today we are offering huge catch prizes. Today is the 3 was men jackpot. All right. I think most of you who listen to Spoon have been hearing about the 3 was men jackpot. And it began the first week in November and is going to be ending January. So this morning on the show, several persons will be walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. 20,000 Liberian dollars. Several persons will be walking away with. So 15 persons will walk away with 20,000 Liberian dollars, and one person is going to walk away with 100K, 100,000 Liberian dollars on the show this morning. Yep. But also when you play, you are also in the draw for the first wise man. The first wise man draw will be on Saturday, and that wise man will be walking away with 1.2 million. Yeah, so somebody will be walking away with 1.2 million. The wise man is now a special wise man set aside that we're just going to go and give the money to. No, the wise man or the wise woman could be you listening. All right, it could be you listening. Once you play, you are into the draw, and you stand a chance to win 1.2 million on Saturday. But also, other live draws will be done on Saturday where folks will walk away with material prizes like motorbikes and other, materials that you like. So play, and when you play, you are also in the draw for the rest of the wise men. So the first wise man will walk away with 1.2 million. The second wise man or wise woman will walk away with a car, and that job will be done in December. And then in January, the third wise man or woman will be walking away with a two-bedroom house. So once you play right now, you are into the draw. But the draw that is expected in the soonest possible time is the first wise man draw, which will be on Saturday. And 1.2 million will be dished out, but motorbikes and other material prizes will also be dished out during that draw. So once you play now, you are in for the draw. You're not just winning 20,000 right now on the show or 100,000 Liberian dollars. So the code is *799 *80 hash, *799 *80 hash. I'm sorry. I think I'm incorrectly saying the code. So the code is *799 *80 hash, *799 *80 hash. Okay, that's it. So once you dial *799 *80 hash, it's going to take you directly to the payment of the playing fee, which is 200 Liberian dollars. You pay the 200 Liberian dollars, or if you have USD deposited on your account, you can also play with $1.50 US. All right. And once you play, enter your mobile money to confirm your payment. And once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 20,000 or 100,000 Liberian dollars. Like I said, several persons will walk away with 20,000 and one person walks away with 100,000 Liberian dollars. But if you play now, you also in the draw for 1.2 million to be drawn on Saturday. So yeah, the more you play, the more you win. It's a lottery. So the more you play, the more you win. All right, now let's go into our activities here this morning, folks. Let's firstly bring you the weather forecast from our weather dashboard here. Let's see what is the outlook of the weather for today. So a couple of morning showers, otherwise partly sunny weather expected for the entire day. That's according to our weather forecast here. Precipitation is at 60%. Thunderstorm is at 12%. And of course, rainfall is at 0.001 inch. Yeah. So that's the weather forecast for you. Partly sunny weather expected for the entire day, except that this morning there have been showers in parts of Monrovia and its environs. And let's also quickly go to the CBL's website to see if there is any update to the exchange rates. Oh, yes, there's an update to the exchange rates. So the exchange rates continue to drop and drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. Okay, so as of okay, so 22 hours ago, the exchange rates on the CBO website was updated, and according to the buying rate here, it's 178 Liberian dollars to one USD. That's the buying rate. 178 Liberian dollars to one USD, and the selling rate is 180 Liberian dollars to one USD. And according to the CBL, these are indicative rates based on results of daily surveys of foreign exchange markets in Monrovia and selected cities in Liberia. These rates are collected from the central bank, the commercial banks, parallel market, and the licensed forex bureau. The rates are not set by the central bank of Liberia. So if you go in other areas, like I was in Ganta, Nimba County recently, and I exchanged money for the rate of $170. Yeah, 170. I exchanged money for. Yeah, so it's going to vary from one location to another. Okay, and let's quickly bring you this international developments before we go into sports. This one says Kenya less open to visitors despite visa-free policy report. Kenya less open to visitor despite visa-free policy report. Okay, let's go into this development a little bit. It says Kenya has plunged in the latest rankings of how open it is to visitors from other African countries despite introducing a visa-free policy earlier this year. It dropped 17 places to 46 out of 54 nations, according to the 2024 Africa Visa Openness Index. Last year, President William Ruto was highly praised after announcing that Kenya would drop visa requirements for all visitors from the continent. But in their place, most travelers now have to apply online for authorization before leaving their country, which some have criticized as a visa under another name. The system known as the Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA, determines if applicants are eligible to travel to Kenya and can take up to 3 days to be processed. Citizens from the East African Community Regional Bloc are exempted. The AVOL, supported by the African Union and run by the African Development Bank Group, evaluates accessibility of African countries based on visa policies. It says Kenya's requirement for ETAs prior to travel for most travelers from other African countries lowered its score. Looking at the continent overall, the African Development Bank director said the fact that Africans continue to require visas for the most part to enter other African countries is one of the most profound contradictions to the continent's aspirations on regional integration. Okay, so I'm trying to bring you local sports first before international sports. Let's see what's happening locally before we go into international sports. Okay. So the LFA Award Committee has announced the nominees for the 2023-2024 Most Valuable Player Award in the first division from last season. And the nominees are Clement Zuba, Emmanuel Sie, Ishmael Dumoya, Nunt Zon, Abdullah Yaya Belete. Yeah. So those are the nominees for the LFA Award. That's the Most Valuable Player Award in the first division from last season. Okay, and the LFA has also announced the nominees for the 2023-2024 league season best coach. And the nominees are Kelvin Sibwe, Invisible 11, Dominic Savis, Pinsville FC, Cooper Sana of Watanga FC. Yeah, so those are the nominees. And also, the nominees for the best young player award. Clement Zuba, 18 years, is one of the nominees. Jonathan Freeman, 17 years, is one of the nominees. Emmanuel C, 17 years, is one of the nominees as well. And the nominees for the 2023-2024 league season best defender award in the first division from last season. The nominees are Alexander Cortes, Eugene Swen, Natu Swen, Sante Koroma. Those are the nominees. Yeah. So you can go and vote your best nominees. Any of the nominees you think you can, vote for in various categories. There were other nominations done, like for best defenders, best women's category, best coach first division, which I've read already, highest goal scorer category, women's category, and first division best defenders, best young players. I've already read that. Best foreign players, men best foreign player, most valuable player, women's category, MVP second division. So the list of the nominees, the list is up, so you can go there and follow the instruction to vote. So, folks, that's it. We will take a very short break, but before we take that break, we have to bring you some news from the international world. So let's see what we have locally. The last local development that we have here just before bringing you news from the international scene. Okay, so this one says the soccer missionaries are back atop of the LFA 2024-2025 league table. FC Facial leapfrogged LPRC Wallace over the weekend following Sunday's 1-0 win against Heaven 11 at the Tusa Field. Wallace dropped to second place in the table after losing to BA Mountain 3-1 at the Tusa Field. The Mine Boys occupied the third spot. Elsewhere, the defending champions' terrible season continues over the weekend after losing 3-2 to Painesville FC in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. Watanga remains second from the bottom, while their city rival claimed fourth in the table. That's on the table. Bottom of the table club Matibaro finally grabbed their first win of the season on the weekend after defeating Shattered FC 1-0 at the Nancy Doe Stadium in Kakata City. In other results, Black Man Warriors handed Liska FC their third defeat this season. It finished 2-1 at the D12 field in Newcrewtown, while Freeport FC defeated Global Farman 1-0 at the Tusa field. The Rhodos Beta River RE was held to a 1-all draw by Discoveries in the earlier kickoff on Saturday. Yeah. So, folks, that's it for local sports. Now let's go internationally. But don't forget to keep on playing the radio entertainment game because we are offering huge cash prizes here this morning. Huge cash prizes here this morning. So you don't want to miss out on those cash prizes. So 15 persons walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. One person walks away with 100K, 100,000 Liberian dollars. But also, if you play, you're not just winning right now, you also stand a chance to win on Saturday. And you stand a chance to win 1.2 million Liberian dollars. So once you play now, you stand a chance to win 20,000 or 100K. But also on Saturday, you stand a chance to win 1.2 million Liberian dollars, at which time we're going to be doing a live draw at Twister. All right. Other material prizes will be won, but the highest prize is going to be the cash prize, 1.2 million Liberian dollars. One lucky person will be walking away with. So play as much as you can so that you stand a chance to win all of those good prizes here this morning and on Saturday. All right. The code for this morning is star 799 hatch. Sorry, star 799 star 80 hatch. Star 799 star 80 hatch. Select number. Okay, so it's not a selection of number. Today's a jackpot. So as soon as you dial star 799 star 80 hatch, it takes you to the payment of the playing fee, which is 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. So once you pay, you enter your mobile money pin to confirm the payment, and you're automatically into the draw. And you stand a chance to win big money here this morning and on Saturday. Yeah, so that's it. It's a raffle draw. The more you play, the more your chances are to win. So you want to play as much as you can. All right. I let's bring you the fixture for the Champions League today. Some major champion league games will be played today. But let's bring you previous fixtures that is fixtures played yesterday. So on yesterday, oh my God, yesterday, Atletico Madrid defeated Sparta Prague 6-0. Wow, that's a huge score in the Champions League. Yeah, so Atletico Madrid defeated Sparta Prague 6-0. AC Milan defeated SK Slovan 3-2. Barcelona defeated Stade Brest 29 3-0. Bayer Leverkusen also came up with a very high score against Salzburg, defeating them 5-0. And one of the most competitive matches played on yesterday was the one between Bayern Munich and that of Paris Saint-Germain. And Bayern Munich took the day with 1-0. Arsenal defeated whole game 5-1. Inter Milan also defeated RB Leipzig 1-0. Manchester City drew, after a long defeat streak in the UEFA Premier League. They also drew yesterday 3-3. Wow. So their opponent scored 3 goals in 15 minutes. Yeah, 3 goals in 15 minutes. So all along, Manchester City was leading until in the 75th minute when their opponent Feyenoord, launched a goal, and the rest was history. The rest saw the result that we currently have. So today, a lot of matches will be playing, but let's not go into all of that. Let's bring to the major ones. Today, the most competitive match is going to be between Liverpool and Real Madrid, and Liverpool is going to be playing home. Real Madrid will be playing away. Yeah, so that's so far the most competitive match here. Aston Villa takes on Juventus in their backyard. That is in Aston Villa's backyard. Yeah, they'll be taking on Juventus. Yeah, so that is it. Those are the major matches to be played today. All right, so if you just joined us, folks, you are listening to the Today Show, and at the 9 o'clock this morning, we play host to folks from the Ministry of Agriculture. They will sit on this platform to tell us about the upcoming agricultural fair. They were here a few weeks ago, if not a month now. They were here, but I think they have additional information about the National Agricultural Fair, which is expected to take place in the soonest possible time. So they'll be our guests here at 9 o'clock. But we'll take a very short break. When we'll come back, we hope to speak to some of our correspondents across the country, and later on delve into some of the trending national issues. Let's take this short break to be back.
Anti-Kufa. We are talking to some of them to see reason we can both join and come together in the interest of the Liberian people, instead of them on the other side, and then they have been criticism from the public and from other stakeholders. Because if you want to remove the speaker, it is their right, but it also requires due process. So I mean, the best thing they can do that will be in the interest of them and the country as a whole is to give the speaker a due process.
Those on the speaker side that's in charge of some strategy work. We never counted 30, we always counted 29.
Why? So, because the delegates.
Because we knew he was on our side a long time ago. It was clear. We knew he was on our side. And he is my uncle, my mom is from Lofa. So I was always clear with him that he should come out and show his hands. He has come out to show his hands. And we know our number stays 29. So anytime they were reporting, 30, I say, just stop the thing. We are 29. And guess what? Tomorrow and the next week, you're going to see us claiming from 30 to 31. We are still confident.
Absolutely, and I have confidence in the other members that I have talked to on the other side who are remorseful and want to go by the law. But listen to this, right? How can you take lawmakers and hold them hostage like little kindergarten children in one location? You bring them to where you carry them back. You bring them to where you carry them back. My colleagues, man, they got to try hard. They were not elected for that. to go be hold up. Then the question is who's paying the bill and all of that. So leave the hotel, go to your house with your family, get up in the morning, come to work, and you'll be collecting your signature.
Listen, welcome back. This is the Today Show, your most preferred breakfast program on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and we are also coming to you live via our various social media platforms, Spoon TV, Super TV, Fabric TV, and via our YouTube channel. We're also live via www.spoonfmradio.com, so you can catch us up on those social media platforms, and you going to watch and listen to the show live this morning. And also don't forget to keep on playing the radio entertainment game. We are dishing out huge cash prizes this morning. Very shortly we'll be drawing the first winner who will be walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars right now. But that winner will also be in the draw for the 1.2 million that will be given to one person during a live draw at Twister on Saturday. All right. There will also be material prizes awarded to lucky winners. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. The code for today is *799 *80# *799 *80#. You select you choose to pay the playing fee is just $1.50 US or 200 Liberian dollars. That's the playing fee. Once you select either of them, you enter your mobile money PIN and you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win any of the prizes we are offering this morning. Right now on the show, one person will walk away with 100,000 Liberian dollars, and several persons walk away with 20,000. We have on the line our Bond County correspondent, Konkwai Bokakoli. Konkwai, good morning and welcome. How is Banga Bond County?
Good morning, Yegezi, and good morning to the people there in the nation's capital. Banga City is relatively good this morning.
Okay. Let's hear what's unfolding there in Banga City.
Well, yesterday, the Courage Medical and Rehabilitation Center donated some assorted medical and medical materials to CB Doma Comprehensive Hospital here in Banga. And the Courage Medical and Rehabilitation Center is headed by one Dennis Cassini, who has been residing in the U.S. for a while, and he built a health facility here. Over time past, he has donated several medical items to facilities like CB Doma, PB, and other clinics in District 1. And he also participated in the 2023 general election in the 3rd District 1. So yesterday, that donation was made on behalf of Dennis Gassini by the administrator of the rehab center, one Musa Fofana, and the presentation was done to the medical director of CB Doma Hospital in Banga, one Dr. War. And they're receiving the donation. Dr. War promised to personally appreciated Dennis Gassini and his family for the donation of the medical items, and promised to use them for the purpose intended.
So, what were some of the medical items donated?
Well, that they talk about some specimen, the donated needle, glove, just assorted medical materials.
No.
They were in huge quantity yesterday.
Okay. Another development, Conquer, before leaving.
Well, like we started talking about the issue of climate change in Liberia. Some local farmers in Bond County have complained about the issue of climate change, especially those who didn't go to school to know when to plant. This issue of climate change, they didn't know much about it. The traditional ways of farming, where people would start the clearing of bush, in January, February, and start planting in May or July. they said that has totally changed for them. They started experiencing, this issue of dryness for so long, where sun will shine for so long. The time rain should be falling, sun shining by then, and the time they expect the sun, you see rain falling. So that change in the pattern of the weather, of the climate, sorry, it is an issue for them. So they call on the Ministry of Agriculture to make some intervention, especially extension officers are reaching out to these local farmers, educating them when to start their farming process because they don't know. So they become victims. As a result of this legacy, if you visit some of the the rural parts of Bond County, people who are into upland farming, they are really affected. Some of them are talking about this issue of hunger. Because the pattern in the change of the climate, it is negatively affecting them. And as you may be aware, this government has said this is time for everybody to go back to the soil, produce more food for the country so that Liberia can be self-sustainable. But they said they find it difficult based on this issue of climate change. So they call on the Ministry of Agriculture, specifically CARI, that is the Bond County Extension officers that are there to make some intervention by educating these local people about this issue of climate change in Liberia.
Thank you very much. Conquai Bokakoli from Bond County. Hope to join you another time for more updates.
You're welcome here, Gessy.
Okay. So Conquai Bokakoli is our Bond County correspondent. But folks, let's take a call from somebody who will be winning 20,000 very shortly. Yeah. Okay. So we're trying to call this person. Let me check up the number again because I don't want to stand in the way of this person's opportunity of winning 20,000 this morning. So let me check up the number once more. So keep on playing the radio entertainment game. The code is *799 *80#. *799 *80#. Once you dial that, you pay the playing fee of $1.50 or $200 Liberian. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 20,000 Liberian dollars. Several persons will be winning 20,000 Liberian dollars. Okay. So we've been told that this subscriber is busy, and 3 times you call, and if you don't answer, we have to, move ahead. We have to do another job replacing you. So I've called this person 2 times now, and I'm still being told that the subscriber is busy. So we can't wait for this person. Unfortunately, this person is missing out on 20,000 early this morning. So let's do another draw. Who's this lucky person? Okay. The number is I'm dialing it. I don't want to call the person's number on the air, but this person is gonna be walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. That is if they answer their phone. If they answer my call this morning, they're gonna be walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars. Just want to make sure of the number again. Okay. The number has been dialed, and we are waiting to hear if this person answers. And this person answers his or her phone immediately. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, wow. He's a female. Good morning. How are you?
That's good.
Okay. It's good to have you. You are live on the radio. You live on Spoon this morning. Did you play the radio entertainment game?
Yes.
This morning, did you play?
Yes.
Okay. And fortunately for you, you are one of our winners. You're going to be walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. Yeah, 20,000 Liberian dollars. So what's your name? Your name again?
Selinta
Selinta McKay. Okay, Selinta McKay. Is that a name you have on your mobile money account?
Yes.
Okay, so Salinta, in a few minutes, we'll send your 20,000 Liberian dollars to you, and we'll also we will call you up to confirm receipt of the money. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Congratulations and keep on playing.
Okay.
You are also in the draw for the 1.2 million on Saturday.
All right.
Okay. Congratulations.
Amen.
All right. So Selena McKay, they're walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars. Certainly, we will send the money to you, Selena, and just be on the line. We'll call you back. So you too can play, but dialing the code *799 *80# *799 *80#. You pay the playing fee of $1.50 or 200 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win for yourself 20,000. Several persons will win 20,000 here this morning. One person wins 100,000 Liberian dollars. But once you play, you are also into the draw for Saturday's live jackpot, live draw at Twister. All right. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. And congratulations to Selena McKay for being our first winner. So, folks, let's go into some happenings. But just before we do that, we take a very, very, very quick break to send Selena McKay her money. Then, because our guys aren't here today, so I have to do it all by myself. So let's take this very short break to be back.
For its value at $25 million. It's a loan of $25 million, a grant of $625,000. That will be for 250 Liberian students aged 25 to 40 to go for a master's in the United States. It's a work-study program. This program will allow for 1 year, maximum 2 of a program for a master's, and then a work element of 3 years. The loan component is for the students themselves. The loan will go towards the tuition, and a part of it for their upkeep, which will be going directly to them. The $625,000 grant will not be coming to us. It will be what the partners are using to provide the major services to the 250 awardees. That is their onboarding, their training, financial literacy, and others, because they will have to have bank accounts in the U.S. where the component of their loan that goes to their upkeep will be put into their bank accounts. This is a huge step for us as a country, and if all goes well with this first 250, we will be able to get another 250 for the September term. This will be, we're targeting the January term. It's very ambitious, but we believe we can do it.
Absolutely, and I have confidence in the other members that I have talked to on the other side who are remorseful and want to go by the law. But listen to this, right? How can you take lawmakers and hold them hostage like little kindergarten children in one location? You bring them to where you carry them back. You bring them to where you carry them back. You know, I mean, my colleagues, man, they got to try hard. They were not elected for that. You know, to go be hold up. Then the question is, who's paying the bill and all of that? So leave the hotel, go to your house with your family, get up in the morning, come to work, and you'll be collecting your signatures.
Legislature it is, and we have to do it. I know that no session out there, nobody going to hire any program here today. Nothing will happen here today.
Why are you insisting so?
Because This building is not a normal. We are a normal. This building is in legislative wall.
What have your session today?
So those lawmakers from the end of the speaker block are now moving through the drum chambers, saying that those so keep following this. Keep following. The speaker block now moving in the drum chambers, saying that.
Let go!
Welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5 FM. Coming up at now, Cloud, we play host to folks from the Ministry of Agriculture to talk about the upcoming agriculture fair, National Agriculture Fair. So they were here a few weeks ago, but they will be here again to provide more information about the upcoming National Agriculture Fair. That's going to be hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture. So welcome back. And Selena, once you receive the money, we call you up and then, we call you to confirm receipt of your money. Now, folks, let's go into the news. So on yesterday at the court, a lot of people actually did not know what was going on there. A lot of people thought hearing would have been held, hearing of the petition of the minority bloc, that is the Fonanti Kofas bloc, was going to be held yesterday at the court, but no. Yesterday, the majority bloc only needed to do their filings to respond to the petition of the minority bloc of the speaker and his team. So that filing could be done by their legal team, or by the legal team could be accompanied by some members of the majority bloc. All right, but we were there yesterday, and we did not see any member of the majority bloc there. We neither didn't see the lawyers. They probably went there later on, but as of the time stipulated for them to be there, we were there and we didn't see any of them. But we have told they have done their filings. Also, the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, the Justice Minister, also did his filing yesterday. The Supreme Court sought legal opinion from him in the crisis at the legislature. So as a dean of the Supreme Court of Liberia, the court decided to seek his opinion. And so yesterday was the day that he too should have, presented his non-verbal legal opinion into that matter. But today is the main day. Today, we understand that the hearing will be conducted. All right? The hearing will be conducted, wherein you're going to see the two parties involved into the case, the majority bloc and the COFA bloc. So they will be there with the legal representatives, and the legal representatives will be providing argument into the crisis there at the House of Representatives. So today is going to be a very dramatic day at Capitol Hill, particularly at the Temple of Justice. And after today's hearing, the Supreme Court, the justices of the Supreme Court may decide to, hand down their ruling or their verdict into the matter, or they may postpone the handing down of verdict or their ruling into that matter. So we all look forward to what's going to be happening at the court on today. And Spawn TV will be there live to bring you live coverage of happenings there at the court. But the Liberian Senate has vowed, according to report, to withhold the submission of any legislative instruments to the House of Representatives until the ongoing court proceedings relative to the internal power struggle are resolved. All right, and this disclosure was made by Darius Dillon of Montserrat County. So according to Darius Dillon, the Supreme Court of Liberia has decided to withhold the submission of any legislative instruments to the House of Representatives until their ongoing court proceedings relative to, the crisis there, the split there at the lower house can be resolved. And according to Darius Dillon, the decision emerged from a leadership meeting that was held just before the Senate's most recent section. All right, and I think that is something good, because the Senate is a house of elders, so they shouldn't be looked at as taking side in this matter like the executive branch of government has done. And I think similar decision being taken by the Senate should have been taken by the executive branch of government as it relates to the submission of the budget. All right. So the Senate is saying it's not going to submit any legislative instrument to the House of Representatives until their ongoing crisis can be resolved. And that's a good decision. So until the Supreme Court can fully interpret the law regarding what's unfolding at the Liberian Senate, in fact, at the legislature, the lower house, I think it's just prudent enough not to deal with either of the divisions there. And I think that's a fair enough decision by the Liberian Senate. Unlike the Senate, the executive did otherwise, decided to deal with one side or with one of the fragments in this saga, which just fueled the entire crisis. Yeah, the executive just fueled the entire crisis and instead of trying to soften, instead of trying to resolve the matter, the submission of the budget just fueled the entire crisis. It escalated the entire crisis. So I think that's what the executive should have done. Should have waited, for the crisis to be resolved. Waited a little bit for the crisis to be resolved. Then they can submit the budget. But now with the submission of the budget to one of the blocks, at the moment, it speaks volume. It makes anyone to surmise or deduce that the executive, is playing a role or is interfering or is supportive of one of the blocks, especially the blocks that currently has the budget. And moreover, folks from the executive have even been appearing before this same majority bloc. So that did not contribute towards settling the matter. It didn't contribute. It just escalated the crisis, the misunderstanding there at the lower house. So the decision by the Liberian Senate, I think, is highly commendable, because you don't want to the file is already burning. You don't want to you don't want to gas it. You don't want to add more gas to the fire. All right, and that is what the executive did. But the Senate has decided not to do that until the crisis is resolved, until the ruling from the Supreme Court. The Senate has said that is not going to submit any legislative instrument to the House of Representatives, because right now they are split. So until we can get the interpretation of the law from the Supreme Court, the Senate has said it's not going to do business with either of the divisions at the lower house. And also, the government of Liberia has warned former President George Weah from spewing lies against the UP regime following his recent assertion that Bouakar's administration was hijacking Liberia's democracy. And we have that right here. Let's just play you that. It's a very long video footage, but yeah, let's bring you the gist of it. All right. But before bringing the gist of it, folks, don't forget, we are still drawing more winners here. Yep. Let's see if Selena has received her money. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So Selena will call you. Keep on playing the radio entertainment game. The code is *799 *80 hash *799 *80 hash. You pay the playing fee of $1.50 US or 200 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars, or you win for yourself 100K. That is 100,000 Liberian dollars. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. All right. So let's go to play you this excerpt from the former president of the Republic of Liberia.
In the future will be. You saw what you see what's going on. People are trying to hijack democracy after that we have broken the record of democracy. They're trying to off the speaker from the house unconstitutional. You understand? And the entire world is one shit. And nobody speaks. Unconstitutionally, they're trying to ask the speaker. And there's nothing wrong. I've always taken my case to ECOWAS. We were children, we have children here, we were people brought candidates to the country. That's what we try to solve. But no things that will be solved. Today, the city comes down, I said to people, what they're doing, it was planned because even in the inauguration, if you look at the video, go to the video, Bouakar did not answer the question. The question I said, I will protect, I will declare, he never answered. When they want to answer, oh, you never. to civil service, we need to make sure that our laws are protected and don't matter prevail. We have broken record. Your follow the rule of law and to protect the democracy. We should not allow that to slip away.
Okay, so that's former President George. We are there speaking at this Clan church a few days ago. So his accusation is that the Boakas regime is hijacking democracy. He's accusing the government of playing a role in the removal process, in termed as illegal of the Speaker Fonanti Kofa. So according to him, democracy has been hijacked by the quote-unquote illegal removal of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, embattled Speaker Fonanti Kofa, and that the government is playing a major role in removing the Speaker illegally. And the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs at the Ministry of Information, Daniel Sano, has said that his utterance is very, very, very unfortunate. According to him, it's unfortunate that a former president will lie against the government and said that the allegations are just meant to, ridicule the government negatively. Yeah. So that is it. And in another news, Monrovia City Court has issued a writ of arrest on Bond County District Number 3 lawmaker Marvin Cole for alleged refusal to support his daughter. Yeah. The court, through Judge Ben Bacco, instructed the living body of defendant Cole to be arrested and brought before him to respond to this complaint. Complainant Clara Asibu, mother to the 11-year-old daughter, claimed that defendant Cole has allegedly refused from the inception of the pregnancy to provide support for their daughter. And the writ revealed that they have been living in need of foods and shelter. This writ was issued on yesterday, November 26, 2024. And I have the writ in my possession, but it's just a summary of what the writ says. So a writ of arrest has been issued for Bond County District 3 lawmaker Representative Marvin Cole for alleged refusal to support his daughter. As to whether, as of this time, he's been arrested, we are yet to know. Okay, so we now place a call to Selena. Selena must have received her money at about this time, so let's place a call to her to confirm whether she's received her 20,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. So Selena, if you are listening to us, we are calling you. So I know you have received your money, but please try to answer. And you see, now her phone is out of coverage area, Yeah, but Selena, please try to get in a coverage area, because we need to talk to you, okay? But we're still doing more jobs here. More jobs. Dial *799# you select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee of yeah. Good morning. Selena is on the line, please, folks. Let's talk to her. Selena, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Selena, welcome back. Did you receive the money?
Yeah, I received a message, yes, sir.
How much did you receive?
20.
20 what?
1,000.
20,000 Liberian dollars. So how many times you played this morning, Selena?
One time.
Oh, you played just one time?
Yes.
You see how lucky you are? You
it's
are
a blessing from God.
You are really, really lucky. It's for sure a blessing from God. So tell the people how you play.
I got this money. I follow your instruction, but I hash. Then you OKA, the selection will come, you OK, if you have a US dollar, you go to your US account, if you have a labor, which is I only have to 2 on my account. I press 2. After I press 2, there's actually put in 2 when you are putting the 2 which I have on my account. Then from there, I put in my password.
And everything was history. Everything became history. And now you are walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So is that your first time playing the game? Have you been playing the radio game?
I've been playing on different stations, but today is my first time playing on your station.
Oh yeah, today is the first time playing on Spawn.
Yes.
All right, so I think you're going to stick with Spoon now because the first time and you won 20,000. Congratulations, and enjoy your money.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, so folks, that's it. Selena McKay there walking away with 20,000. Shuttle will be doing another draw of 20K. Another person will be walking away with 20K. Right here this morning, one person will walk away with 100K, but several persons walking away with 20K. But when you play also, you are in the draw for the 1.2 million on Saturday. It's going to be a live draw at Twister. Other material prizes will be won also at Twister. All right, so the code is *79 and *80 hatch. You heard from Selena. Once you dial *79 and *80 hatch, it takes you to the payment of the playing fee, which is $1.50. That is if you have USD on your account. Is 200 Liberian dollars if you have Liberian dollars on your account. Once you pay, you enter your mobile money PIN to confirm, and after the confirmation, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win huge cash prizes here this morning. So in as soon as possible time, we draw another winner of 20K right here on the show. So you're listening to the Today Show on Spoon 107.5. Today is going to be arguments into the petition of Fonante Kofa. Lawyers representing the two blocks will be there to provide legal arguments on the behalf of their clients. All right. So what do you make of what's unfolding up Capitol Hill? What do you make of the rate of arrest issued against the Bond County representative, District 3 lawmaker Marvin Cole? Marvin Cole has been issued a writ of arrest for alleged refusal to support his daughter, his 11-year-old daughter. So he's been issued a writ of arrest. His living body is needed in court to respond to a complaint that has been filed against him of persistent non-support towards his daughter. What do you make of these? We open the lines, callers on 077771075, 0551075. Callers and have your say this morning. 077771075. We just put it on. Oh my God! So we just put it on our hotline. So if you call initially and you did not get us, is because we are just booting. We just booting our hotlines. Yeah. So yeah, the orange is now on. You can call us on our orange 077771075, as well as the new star is now on. Both hotlines are on now. 077771075, 0551075. Let's talk to this first person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, let's hear you, sir.
I think we need to listen today. I know Fonante Kofa was the former speaker, but at least let it give it due process. Let it allow him due process so you will face the judge, you will face all allegations. And if he found guilty, I think he will reduce it there and then face the opponent. If he found guilty, they should remove him. But what I'm saying here is, Fonante have exposed certain things that kept the country here for a very long time, which is the distribution of the budget and money lawmaker. So I think remove it, or because they want to control the budget of the year to come, you want to remove it, then so be it. But LCC can kind of investigate all the allegations he brought against his own men. We know by all means, majority now on his side, he will be removed, but let it according to due process. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. 077771075 05551101075 are the numbers to put you through. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. Let's hear you.
Okay. I am Christella calling from yesterday junction.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want to ask you on a June.
Yeah, okay. Let's allow you to do that quick.
Alright. So how many times you can play before you win?
You can replay the person who just won the 20,000. They just play one time, according to her. She played once and she won. But you can also play multiple times because it's a raffle draw.
Yes,
so the
I
more
played 2 times.
the more you play, the more your chances are to win.
So I played 2 times this morning.
Yeah, so you probably not yet lucky. So just keep on trying.
Okay.
All right, thank you. 077771075 05551101075 are the numbers to put you through. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Tar called from Agui County. How are you this morning?
I'm good, Mr. Tar. Let's hear you from Margibi. Which part of Margibi you call from?
I'm so concerned about Rick Monroe in the House. We depend on them to be our lawmakers, and when the law is being chopped up, there's no way that it can be standing and holding. So we are asking them to obey the rules from the Temple of Justice so that this country can be in order and we live peacefully and have our work to be done. Thank you this morning, and we hope that they will listen.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please lower the volume of the radio or walk away from the radio, please.
Yeah, loading now.
Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Let's hear you.
My name is John calling from Bon County.
You calling from Bon County? Which part of Bon County are you calling from?
I'm calling from around the Kohoya Road.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, this Friday issue for me. I just want the people to let it go.
Let it go.
The event to be done. And when it comes to the how you call it, Marvin Cole man, let it go and handle the issue. Or every man go to the other big. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, folks, we'll take a few more calls. Take a break to be back on with our guests at 9 o'clock. We are told that our guest is stuck in traffic, so we might be taking him via the telephone. Yep. So call us. Let's take a few more calls. 077771075 077771075 05551101075 are the numbers to put you through. What do you expect from the Supreme Court today? That is if a ruling should be handed down. And the Marvin Cole saga, a representative being taking the court for persistent non-child support. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
This is Mr. Bowa speaking from New TTS this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
The whole case about fanatic offer with me, I'm only looking up to him. Because if even he's right, maybe the court will see you go by in your house and discuss. And the people may likely not accept him. And the more he stay there, the more the blood will go that war. Because when I see it that so many people are now joining because Oppo have got involved. Without minus Oppo, we have been different. You saw yesterday when people were calling, telling us different story. Okay. This is Liberia. It's not been up straight. I will go stand for something I can't read and I can't understand. Then later I make myself shame telling the people across because I thought we were going to be so. With our money, I could not cross. I will eat. But because it reached to fire now, today I cross. And I have in war. When you are on battlefront, your son or your plan has a security to say we want to do this.
Okay, thank you for calling. Let's talk to this other person on the. Okay, we lost that person, but we just want to talk to two more persons. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you join us from?
I'm David from District 11.
David, let's hear you.
Yeah, I've been listening to the radio and following the issue at the Council of Billing. And let me inform my Liberian people. Look, the issue about the legislature when it comes to removing the speaker is all about the numbers. And look, the Constitution is clear. It talks about a simple majority. The Article 49 of the Constitution talk about removing of the speaker when it comes to resolution. So nothing in our nine talk due process. Even the horses spinning rule 9.1. They talk about just to turn and the key how you call it resolution. So look, yes, we respect the Supreme Court when it comes to that. We're gonna listen to them, but there's no interfere when it comes to the legislative proceeding because that issue on capital hit is called political. So I don't want the Liberian people to be confused by some politicians that are trying to just steer their mind up. The thing is, two-third majority. They had a two-third majority. They went through the resolution. The speaker is out. Other things follow. Speaker John and let the Liberian people start to do the Liberian people work.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to this last person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Well, my name is Jonathan Joe. I'm calling from District 6, ELD.
Yeah, Jonathan, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, the issue of the house is an issue that is concerning the Liberian people, the international community, and the world at large because social media are carrying it live every day. But I know that.
Jonathan, are you there? Okay, it seems we lost Jonathan on the line, but folks, we have to take this break to come back. But before we take a break, let's draw another winner here of the radio entertainment game. This person is one of our winners. It seems. Good morning. How are you? You okay? Okay, so you live on the radio, you live on Spawn FM. You played the radio game this morning? Yeah. Okay, tell us how did you play? Put your pinko inside? Yeah. Okay, and you enter the jar? Yeah. How many times you play? 2 times. Yeah. Okay, so congratulations. Yeah, you have won 20,000 Liberian dollars for yourself. Yeah, you have won 20,000 Liberian dollars for yourself, and we will send your money in a few minutes, but you have to tell us your name. My name is Rosina. Your name is? Rose Zina. Oh, okay, Rose. Okay, we will send that money in a few minutes. Congratulations, eh? Okay, thank you. All right. So, Rose Zina there, one of our winners of the radio entertainment game right here. So, folks, we take a very short break. When we come back, we will call Rose to confirm receipt of her money. But when we come back, also, we play host to our guest from the Ministry of Agriculture. They should have been live in studio, but we told they are stuck in the traffic. So we'll be taking them now via the telephone. All right, so let's take this break to be back with you folks.
want to be peaceful. Who will be what in the future will be. But then the future will be peaceful. You saw what you see what's going on. People are trying to hijack democracy after that we have broken the record of democracy. They're trying to off the speaker from the house unconstitutional. You understand? And the entire world is watching. Nobody speaks. Unconstitutionally, they're trying to off the speaker. And there's nothing wrong. I always take my case to Edwards. We were children, we have children here, who were kids, people brought characters to the country. That's what we try to solve. But no one sees that we solve. Today, they see the constitution. I said to people, why they're doing it was planned because even in the inauguration, if you look at the video, go to the video. Waka did not answer the question. The question that said, I will protect, I will defend, he never answered. When they come to that part, all you have and the type of hijack democracy, they will not allow that to work. Any of my meaning appearance for lawyer to civil service, they need to make sure that our norms are protected and don't battle or prevail. We have broken record to uphold the rule of law and to protect democracy. We should not allow that to slip away. You see, you are war. You talk about democracy. So what they play with is not a joke. In 1982, all the wars that came because people were hijacking democracy, breaking the rule of law. Pastors, reverends, they need to talk about it. Because when the people come outside, we joke with this, when April 12, the people came outside, like we were upside down. So let us not joke. The hands of the wives, so we have to protect this in the first independent state in Africa. The oldest in Africa, Liberia has a record already. We will not continue that dirty record. We want no war. We are looking up for participatory democracy, where people come and people go. Since they're happy, that's what we're looking for. And that's what we fought for. We're not allow anyone anymore to hijack democracy in this country. I will stand up. We'll stand up. So what they're doing there is wrong. And I'm glad that we have clever people in the future that understand that no way in this country again people hijack democracy. It's a lie. So I want to thank you for this award for the Liberian people. It was a proven award. No one believed that I would ever be president and survive. But by the grace of God, we did it. I say I did. I say we did it. We did it. So we are hopeful. We are hopeful for what the future will bring for us. We have organized the People's Party We are waiting until they announce that we in the game take part in the political arena. And we will be there because we are the People's Party. So the French Archbishop, this is my second round meeting. The spoke around away from Paris. And I was confident all the best players in the world would think that necessarily will be more than 7 Ballon d'Or. And Ronaldo get more than 5 Ballon d'Or. We just didn't go. But the national game, the forming represent 3 Ballon d'Or. But then I realized that because the respect and value are brought to this game, while they invited me to honor that person. And I'm grateful to God for that. Do you know how many of us here are waiting for God to be chosen? How many of us? You see people praying every day, they go fast and pray. Some of them want to be priests, they want to be prophetess. Does that mean about the calling? Does it? Many are called. So, if you need a many, you got to be grateful. You understand? If you need a few, you got to be grateful. But we must continue to work hard and be grateful. This is my everyday topic. Most of us are grateful. I don't think so. And the ungrateful people, they don't have to cry.
Wish you well as we begin our deliberations. As members of our respective parliaments, it is our understanding, we understand the movements of our working as legislators. So distinguished colleagues, in that manner capacity, we would like to say, welcome. The House is in session. Few days ago, we received a communication seeking the attention of this Honorable House of Representatives to have you visit us in keeping with your protocols. So we'd like to say welcome. We hope that your interaction and your stay here today will be meaningful and in the interest of the people of Liberia. Thank you. With that said, we will now entertain the head of education, Madam Ibrahim, to introduce all the protocol, to introduce members of the delegation, and then we can pick up from there. Thank you, all the colleagues. You are most welcome.
Thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer. On the leadership of His Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker.
Okay, welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5 So, like we said, at about this time, we'll be playing host to James Yogi, the chair on the publicity of the National Agriculture Fair. He should have been here in studio with us live, but he was stuck in the traffic, so we have to have him on via the telephone. But just before we place a call to him, let's call up Zozina. Zozina is one of our winners of 20,000 Liberian dollars here. So let's just call her to confirm if she has received her money before speaking to Mr. Yogi from the Ministry of Agriculture. And keep on playing the radio entertainment game as we go on with the conversation. We draw more winners at the end of the show. Zo, good morning. Have you received your money?
Yeah, thank you.
How much did you receive? 20,000 Liberian dollars. So congratulations, eh? All right. Okay. All right. So the code remains the same: *799*80#, *799*80#. You select a number. Once you dial *799*80#, it takes you directly to the payment of the playing fee, and you pay the playing fee of $1.50 US or 200 Liberian dollars, and you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win for yourself 20,000, 100K, or 1.2 million on Saturday. The 20,000 and the 100K will be won right here on the show this morning. We have Mr. James Yogi from the Ministry of Agriculture on the line. Mr. Yogi, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Yakazi, and good morning to the school family. Good morning to our dear listeners in Radio Land and Liberian people.
Okay, how are you, and how is the Ministry of Agriculture?
Well, the Ministry of Agriculture, under the leadership of Dr. J. Alexander Nuta, is doing very well. I can assure you, we are gearing up for the National Agriculture Fair for this year, scheduled for BWR campus in Kakata City, Magibi County.
Okay, so I'm here with my colleague Dennis Nipsey, and Dennis will begin the question this morning. Dennis?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dennis.
Okay, it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Okay, so you already told us that the National Agriculture Fair will be held at the BWR. Why is the National Agriculture Fair considered one of the Liberia's most significant annual fairs?
Sorry, Dennis, you low a bit.
Okay, are you getting me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm asking, why is the fair considered as one of Liberia's most significant annual events?
Well, because food is very essential to every living being, and Liberia is of no exception. So agriculture is that part of life that is very essential because it has to do with survivability. So this year's National Agricultural Fair is a platform for the exhibition of new innovations, best practices, improve technology to increasing food production in Liberia and making our country self-sufficient in food production. And it's also a platform for the exchange of knowledge and ideas. There are some who are doing very well and deploying the best method, the technology, and the improved planting materials. And there are some who are producing raw agricultural materials by adding value to the raw materials. And so it's important because it's a platform that is going to help to help farmers learn from each other, help policymakers to see challenges within the sector, and to help Liberians see the level of improvement and efforts being applied in making the Liberian agricultural sector viable and very, very, very sustainable.
Okay, Mr. Yogi, we're having a little bit of problem with this phone, so just answer the call that is coming in so that we can continue the conversation. Okay, yeah. So I think the call should be coming in now. So just answer the call. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Dennis, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Am I good now?
You are good now.
Yes.
You are good now.
Yes, you are okay.
Okay.
So you'll be dealing with a lot of farmers from across the country. Can you tell Liberians what will be those activities that you'll be involved with on come the 5th of December?
Sorry, the specific date?
No, the activities that you will be
Okay.
having
So
on
the 2024 National Agriculture Fair has a series of activities. It starts on the 5th of December and runs through the 7th. Okay. On the 5th of December is the Farmers Conference. Okay. The Farmers Conference is that platform for farmers, for agribusiness persons, for policy makers, and other stakeholders to meet and discuss genuine issues and discuss realistic issues within the sector. Those situations or issues affecting the farmers who are producing the raw materials, those issues affecting those who are adding value to the raw materials, and at the end to come out with a resolution to be presented to the ministry, to the governor of Liberia through the Ministry of Agriculture, so that if there are need for policy decision making, that will be done, and that decision will be informed by the resolution that will come out of the Farmers Conference. And if there will be need for legislation or other change in attitude and practices, that will also be informed by the resolution coming out of that will be on the 5th. Okay. And so it's going to be a brainstorming section. It's going to be an exchange of ideas and sharing of knowledge and experiences and all of that. It's going to be very impactful. The second day, which is the 6th of December, okay, will be the grand opening, the official opening of the National Agriculture Fair. The President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency President Joseph Newman Boakai, is going to be there also to do the official opening of the fair on the 6th. And on the same 6th, you know, the FAO, our traditional partner, okay, usually every year in October we observe the World Food Day. For Liberia, because we were planning together the National Agricultural Fair, so we decided to combine the World Food Day program with the National Agricultural Fair. Okay. So the FAO, in observance of the World Food Day in Liberia, we have series of activities from radio, talk show, from students who march through the principal streets of Kakata City, and there will be an indoor program where there will be exhibit, there will be speeches, and there will be some short videos showing to highlight the contribution of FAO in Liberia. And then later on in the afternoon, there will be field visit on the 6th. Okay. Led by the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, to some of the agricultural sites, okay, in former Bon County and some part of Margibi County. And so the 6th is going to be a very busy day. And at the same time, there will be exhibition of farm products, or agricultural products, and all of that going on at the same time. And then the next day, which is the 7th, yeah, will be the continuation of the exhibition of the different agricultural products, and then there will be also awards. Okay. People will be awarded, farmers will be awarded, agribusiness people, and others, key players within the sector will be awarded for best practices and best this, that. So we're hoping that sometimes tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we're going to bring the committee on evaluation and awards so that we can
So, I mean, they can talk more about what the evaluation process is going to be like and what are those things that are going to constitute the award, the prices, for example. So those are some of activities for this year's agricultural fair.
Okay, you spoke about the World Food Program ceremony. How significant is it to Liberia?
It's important. You know, the World Food Day program is a global event that is observed throughout the world, all over the world every year to talk about the food situation around the world and how countries are striving. You know, we have this UN resolution. One of them is ending hunger, zero hunger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because food is a fundamental part of life. Without food, there is no life.
Okay.
Even the plants that we plant, whether potato grain, whether beans or pepper, whatever you plant, you need to give it food. And the food, some of it is in the soil already, the nutrients, and then you have to provide water and all of that. So we human beings also require food to survive. You know, so we observe the World Food Day to be able, as part of efforts to look at where we are as people in terms of food security, nutrition, you know, and sustainable development. And what can we do to add value to what we're doing to improve our food system in the world and to add, to look at the health situation. What contribution can the food we eat, the food we grow, make to the overall health of the human being? You know, so it's very important, it's necessary, and FAO has been doing very well in Liberia, like in other parts of the world. And so we're going to be able to see some of what they've been able to do. Besides that food, as well, they've been contributing, you know, they provide technical support to the agricultural sector in Liberia in several forms.
Okay.
They are supporting, for example, along with IFA, the agricultural census, trying to get scientific database for agricultural information and all of that. So a lot of it have been done, and we are appreciative of them. And so we've agreed and we've planned together this occasion, and we're going to celebrate together. And then they are going to have a lot of other activities to show to Liberia about some of what they're doing and what they intend to do in future.
Okay, can you also show light on the Realize project, its contribution, and also the USAID supported food security? How does these various components play in?
Well, Realize is one of those Liberian projects, government projects, but it's been sponsored by the USAID, you know, providing, trying to build rural capacity, all intended to promote and increase resilience at community levels, you know, in different forms. We're talking about climate change, we're talking about getting people involved into agricultural business and producing what we eat and eating what we produce and growing more, eating some and selling some. You know, so they are working at community level, trying to empower farmers and dwellers in rural communities in the area of agriculture. And then the RTR is also helping with the food security and nutrition activities. It's also a USAID sponsored project and program that is also helping and contributing a lot in the agricultural sector, most especially in rural areas and in urban areas also. We have some programs also supporting urban farmers. We call it peri-urban program, encouraging people to get involved in backyard gardening.
Okay.
So that instead of planting fruitless flowers or trees in your yard, you can put something. What's about putting, for example, potato grains in your backyard? So if you don't have to buy potato grains in the market anymore, that money that you usually use to buy potato grain, is used for something different. If you don't have to buy pepper, for example, because you're growing pepper in your backyard, that money you usually use to buy pepper from the market is being used for different purposes. So we're trying to encourage people at all levels, to get involved into food production, because the key message for this year's agriculture fair is Liberians feed yourself. As you may recall, sometime this year, the Ministry of Agriculture, under the leadership of Dr. Alexander Nuta, developed what we call the National Agriculture Development Plan that runs from 2024 to 2030. And it is intended to help farmers graduate from subsistence farming to seeing farming as a business, so that you're not just growing to eat, but you are growing more to sell some, eat some at the same time, so that you can have some money in your pocket, so that you see farming as a source of income generation. And that plan was launched by His Excellency President Joseph Jima Boakai at the ministerial complex in Monrovia. And since then, the ministry has been working very hard to make sure that its implementation is realized, and that by next year and going forward, we can begin to see some of the activities leading to the successful implementation of this National Agriculture Development Plan moving well.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So now let's look at the objective of this year's National Agriculture Fair, and how does it align with the arrest agenda?
As you know, the arrest agenda, the A in the arrest refers to agriculture. And the president of Liberia, His Excellency President Joseph Juma Boakai, has said that Liberians got to feed ourselves. And so, as part of efforts in realizing that part of the agenda, the arrest agenda, agriculture is taking different dimensions. Agriculture, under the leadership of Dr. Nuta, is doing, is putting in place all of the measures. And so, by encouraging farmers, by creating the enabling environment that will make farming better, that will improve farming activities, that will reduce labor costs in the farming activities, is contributing to the arrest agenda. And so the ministry is building what we call mechanization hubs in the counties. Currently, we have the hubs constructions going on, where we will have all of the equipment required for farming, whether it is land clearing or preparation, whether it is planting, whether it is harvesting, thrashing, whether it is processing, So the hubs that are being constructed around the country are going to be well equipped with equipment there to help reduce the labor costs of farmers, and increase productivity, all intended to make Liberia self-sufficient in food production. So those are some of the things that have been done to align the ministry's activities to the arrest agenda.
And why is the fair important for farmers, especially those ones that are transitioning from subsistence farming to commercial farming?
The fair is important because it is a platform. It creates a platform for the exchange of ideas, the exchange of knowledge, amongst farmers. There are some farmers who are doing very well. There are some farmers who need to learn more. Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Yogi, you are live. I know you are having some distraction there.
So the platform that created by the National Agriculture Fair promotes exchange of knowledge and ideas among farmers, help policymakers to see some of the dangers they affecting our farming activities, affecting some of the farming activities, and so that together the policymakers can come up with those policies that will help to promote productivity, that will help knowledge exchange and capacity building, at all levels, so that people from Lofa, for example, will be asking people from Bapolu, how are you doing this? How did you get to this point? Those who are doing very well in the rice production, for example, other farmers want to know how are they doing it? What method are they applying? What variety of seeds are they using? What fertilizer are they using? Some of those involved in the vegetable production want to find out what's the method of pest and disease control that these other farmers in Masurado are applying, or in Nimba are applying, that making their production successful. So it's a whole platform for the exchange of a whole lot of ideas, knowledge, and capacity building. And then helping policymakers at the same time to know what they need to do to help enhancing the enabling environment for sustainable production in Liberia.
The issue of food security has been one issue being talked about here in Liberia. That Liberia is not self-food sufficient. So how does this fair support Liberia's goal of achieving food security and sustainable agricultural growth?
Sorry, come again?
I'm asking, the issue of food security is one issue that's been talked about here in Liberia, that Liberia is not, self-food sufficient. So my question is, how does this fair support Liberia's goal of achieving food security and sustainable agricultural growth?
Okay, so definitely, like I said to you, the first activity will be the farmers conference.
Okay.
The farmers conference, at the farmers conference, there are going to be experts in agriculture. The farmers will be there, producers will be there, and other people will be there to share knowledge on the best practices. Where we are, we all look at where we are as a country in terms of our food security, what we need to do to get to a point where we feel we all anticipate, and then what we want to do to get to where we want to be requires policy decision making, whether it requires legislation, whether it requires capacity building in terms of maybe knowledge sharing, or the procurement of specific agro equipment that will help. We want to discuss all of those things. That is why I said to you, at the end of the farmers conference, there will be what we call a resolution. That resolution will be able to point out specific action points that need to be taken by the government of Liberia in enhancing productivity and food security in Liberia. So, and then the exhibition also of the different agricultural products will also be able to show to us where we are as a country in terms of improvement in our food preparations and diversifying, the need to diversify our diets, so that people who are just used to eating rice for food can gradually get used to eating cassava, eating plantain, eating corn, eating other food, yams, and all of that. So it's a learning place, like I said, and we're not just talking about producing more food, like I said. We're also talking about producing quality food that will help to improve our health system as a people, so that we all can be healthy to contributing to the sustainability of our country and the development and growth of our country. So the fair is basically all of the activities at the fair will be basically contributing directly to the food security and nutrition of our country.
Okay. This National Agriculture Fair seems to have a lot of good things for farmers. So we'd like to know. Let's talk about the theme. What is the theme, and how does it reflect the event's goals?
All right. So this year's National Agriculture Fair has chosen a very interesting theme. We're talking about promoting agriculture for food security, nutrition, and sustainable development. We all talking about food security because a nation that feeds itself, you can never be independent as a nation if you cannot feed yourself.
Okay.
And that is why the emphasis is on food security. And then feeding yourself also is one aspect, but the quality of food that you feed yourself with has a part to play in the overall health situation of the human being. And so while we are promoting agriculture for food security, we're also looking at it at the nutritional level, the nutritional content of the kind of food we produce and the kind of food we eat. So our focus is also on that, the nutritional aspect, and hoping that when we have enough food to eat, and if the enough food we have to eat is nutritional, enough, it will keep us healthy, and it will sustain us as a nation, and it will help us to contribute significantly to the development of our country. So that is why that theme, promoting agriculture for food security, nutrition, and sustainable development was selected carefully. It's in line with exactly the vision of the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Alexander Nuta, and the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai, in making Liberia a nation that is self-sufficient in food production.
Okay. What a great theme. Liberians feed yourself. So we'd like to know what are those steps taken to ensure that the message becomes a reality.
So we have several programs ongoing. We have the STAR project under the Ministry of Agriculture, sponsored by supported by the World Bank and IFA. We also have the RETRAP project, also supported by the same group. We have the IFA project. We have the SAFON project. We have the Emergency Rice Production Offensive. We have also the peri-urban project and several other projects. A lot of things are happening within the agriculture sector. The government is doing a lot in achieving its goal for self-sufficiency in food production. So some of these steps that have been taken, for example, like I said to you, creating the enabling environment for farmers to be able to be productive, to increase their yield, to also help reduce the labor cost of farmers by producing or providing basic equipment, farming equipment that will lessen the burden on farmers so that they can be able to increase their production also. In the area of oil palm, in the area of vegetable production, in the area of rice farm, cassava, animal husbandry, talking about livestock, pig, goat, chicken, and all of that. In the area of fishery, of course, a lot is also going on in there. We have CARI that is helping to come up with improved varieties of crops and all of that farmers can be able to use. We are encouraging our farmers and helping them to develop lowland in all of the places in the counties, so that because you see the lowland, the advantage in using the lowland for farming purpose, for example, if you're doing rice, you farm 3 times a year because we have the 3 months variety of rice, improved variety of rice that farmers can use to produce 3 times a year. So imagine if you have to plant 3 times, plant and harvest 3 times a year. It means that you are increasing production. Yeah. So the ministry is doing a lot. For those in the oil palm sector, the ministry has provided machines, milling machines to produce the oil. People in the rice area who got rice mills all over the place. Some at industrial level that you just need to put the rice in, and the final result will be the one in the bag, and so we have already in country, and already farmers are utilizing some of these farming equipment and production materials.
Okay.
So what is about agriculture is that when you plant the seed, it has to grow, and then it reach a point where it bears flower, and then it bears fruit, and then you harvest before people see the fruits of it. So agriculture is something that requires time, but I can assure you that with a lower investment being made, by next year, 2025, you will begin to see a lot of agricultural products on the market and throughout the country.
Okay. All right. So, folks, if you just joined us, it's a reminder that you are listening to the Today Show, the Spoon Morning Show, right here on your favorite dial, 107.5. We are having conversation with Mr. James Yogi. He's the chair on publicity of the 2024 National Agricultural Fair. He's here telling us more about the pending agricultural fair. But also, if you are listening, don't forget to keep on playing the radio entertainment game. We do our final draws at the end of the show. So the code remains *799 *80#. You select how to pay the playing fee. The playing fee for today is 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. So once you do that, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win 20,000, 100,000, and 1.2 million on Saturday. But the 20,000 and 100,000 will be won here right now. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. Back to you, Mr. Yogi. So how would the fair serve as a platform for agricultural innovations and technology exchange?
Well, because I said to you earlier that farmers, producers, stakeholders, policymakers will be at the fair, and then there will be exhibition of different aspects of agriculture. And so those who are involved in producing the raw materials, for example, farmers coming from Mapolo, we want to learn from farmers from Akibi on how they are producing, what method are they using, so that they learn the best practices and the best innovation, and then take it back home and begin to practice it so that they too can be productive, so that they too can excel, can increase their production. So those in the processing, for example, who are adding value, you see, for example, planting flour. People who are producing planting flour, for example, and then those who are producing planting, who are growing planting, want to also know maybe how do you produce planting flour? How do you produce flour out of the planting? Because we are producing large planting. We got large planting farms. We also want to begin adding value to the planting we produce. So how can we learn from you? How can you help us understand how you producing flour so that we can go and add value to our raw materials? Those who are into cassava, for example, want to find out how the gari processing methods are. They want to learn from others who are involved into that, who are experts in the gari processing, and so that they can go home and begin to add value to their raw materials. Those there are some who are producing cream from vegetables. like in Ghana, we have one of our clients there who is also producing varieties of products from vegetable items. You want to know how they are producing cream. What do they need to produce cream? So if you are producing those vegetables that are required, that they need produced, then you have a market already. So the man who has a factory to produce cream out of vegetable products, come across vegetable farmers at the fair, and then build network and make contact, so that when the vegetables are ready, they already have a market to sell. They just sell it to the man who needs it to produce his cream and other products. So that's how the networking is going to be at the fair. The fair is going to be a place of networking. It's going to be of exchange of knowledge and ideas. It's going to be a place of learning. So the fair is important. It's so important for our farmers. It's so important for our policymakers. It's so important for those adding value to raw materials. It's so important to students as well as young people and the citizens in general, because we all will be able, one way or the other, to learn something new from the fair and to develop some level of interest, whether it is getting involved in the production itself, or getting interest in adding value to raw materials, meaning that we are interested in becoming processors or interested in becoming producers or agribusiness persons. One way or the other, all of us that will attend the fair will develop some passion for certain aspects of it. So that's why it's important. We're encouraging our people to turn out, and so that we all can be part of the celebration, so that we all can learn something new that can help to change our life and better our situations in Liberia.
Okay. Yeah. So, quickly, one may ask, how does the recognition of farmers' contribution enhance food security and motivate excellence?
Well, imagine there are people on their own who are striving, who are involved into these farming activities, who are producing. So the methods they are using to produce, the quality of the food they are producing, need to be appreciated, so that they can be encouraged to do more. Because if you are farming, for example, on 5 hectares, and then you come to the fair, and then just the 5 hectares, the work you do in the 5 hectares is so appreciated by the Ministry of Agriculture and partners and the government of Liberia, to the extent that you can even receive award based on the quality of what you're doing. You go back, you want to increase your production, so that next year you come with better product, so that you can get more recognition and more appreciation for what you do. Everybody likes to be appreciated. It's like you have a restaurant, and people come there. Everybody coming to the restaurant and tasting your food is praising you, is thanking you, and they going back and carrying the good news about your restaurant. And a lot of people want to come also and taste it. And then your customers start to increase. You also want to expand your business. Maybe you are operating just in one little shop, and now you want to build canopy outside to accommodate the clients, the customers that you're receiving, because the demand for your goods and your food is high, and so you got to expand your space to accommodate the number of persons coming daily to buy from you, and then your income is increasing. And as your income is increasing, you also finding way to employ people, because the workload will increase. So in that way, we are increasing employment, reducing unemployment. We are increasing productivity. We are increasing your income level. So it affects the life at all levels.
Okay, so because of time, we're going to have your answers short because of time, brief answers. So let's talk about who can attend, what they hope to benefit in terms of the logistical issues. How can one get information about how to attend the National Fair, Agriculture Fair?
All right, so for those who in urban areas who have access to smartphones or computers. So you can go online to the Ministry of Agriculture's official website, www.moa.gov.lr. The forms are there for you to register and for the fair. If you can reach that, in all of the counties, we have our county agricultural coordinators. We have offices in all of the 15 counties. We have our district agricultural officers. And so if you can get to the forms online, you can get to our offices at the county level or at the district level and inquire, and they will be able to help you process your information to get you registered for this fair. We have numbers also that you can call if you need quick and fast information. And those numbers, I could read them, but they are being announced on all of the radio stations. They are also in the jingles. And so that's how you can form part of it. If you are interested, just register online or reach to our county agricultural offices. Or if you are in Monrovia, you can come to the ministerial complex, Ministry of Agriculture, and then get whatever information you want to get.
Is the registration free?
Yes, the online registration is free, but it depends on then what you want to do. So that is why if you go online, you see all of the information there. And if you are in the counties, go to the county agricultural offices, and they'll be able to process it.
Is there any fees charged for business, those who come into?
Yeah, the booths that we are building, the booths that have been constructed on the campuses of the Booker Washington Institute in Kakata, got prices attached. Individual farmers, non-sponsor farmers, for example, are expected to pay for the phone booth $50.
Okay.
$50 for the $50 for booths. For individual non-sponsor farmers, it means that you are a farmer. You got products. You want to go and exhibit at the fair and all of that. So it ranges from $50 up on.
Okay.
To institutions like Firestone, like other big construction companies and all of that. You have like $750 or so.
Okay.
It ranges from $50 to that level.
So, looking at the fair from the 5th to the 7th, will the ministry be responsible to accommodate participants, or they are, responsible for themselves?
Well, like I said, we have the ministry will do for some farmers, and then the partners will also do for their sponsors farmers.
Okay.
Across the country, farmers are supported by different groups. For example, FAO working with some farmers, WFP working with some farmers, the World Bank projects working with some farmers, the IFA projects working with some farmers, and so the ministry has some farmers also. So the ministry farmers, they will be accommodated by the ministry. The partners, farmers will be accommodated by the partners. Okay. So it's like that.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Yogi.
That is why it's good to go online or go visit our nearby offices. If you're in any of the counties, go to our county offices or meet our district agricultural officers, and they will draw you through and they'll be able to process you. Okay, Mr. Yogi.
Okay, thank you very much. But let's go to the lines and see if we can talk to a few callers. Probably some of those listening have questions about the fair. So if you do have questions, if you have anything to say about our conversation here with Mr. Yogi, the chair on publicity of the 2024 National Agriculture Fair, you can call us on 0777 771 0777 771 0555 101075 are the numbers to put you through. Call us on these numbers if you have any question to ask Mr. Yogi about the pending agricultural fair. Okay, so Mr. Yogi, as we await the calls, why should everyone mark their calendars for December 5 to 7, 2024?
Everyone, we're asking everyone to mark their calendar for December 5th to 7 because the National Agricultural Fair is taking place on the BWR campus in Kakata City, Margibi County, and it's going to bring together farmers from the 15 counties, agribusiness people, policy makers, and those adding value to the agriculture. So it's going to be a colorful place. It's going to be a place to see, very interesting. You're going to see new inventions, new interventions within the agricultural sector, and then you're going to see the level of interest that Liberians are developing in agriculture, and see the level of innovation being put into this agriculture sector, and then you appreciate how far the country has come and how well we are doing within the agriculture sector, and so that it might just motivate you to get involved. Maybe some people want to get involved in some agricultural activities, but they don't know exactly what aspect of the agriculture to get involved with. The fair, the National Agricultural Fair in Margibi, is going to be a place that will be able to convince you and inspire you to getting involved in whatever aspect you see interested to you.
Okay, and what message would you like to share with Liberians about the future of agriculture?
I can say Liberia is rich in our soil. We have the land, enough land. We have the climate. We have the vegetation. We have so much water in this country. The rainfall. We got the sunshine. We have everything we need to make agriculture successful in Liberia. Let's get involved. If you are in urban places, your backyard is a suitable place for growing crops like vegetables, that can help to cut down your daily expenses in buying other products. For example, potato grain, cassava leaf, pepper, fuel leaf, and things. Those are things that you can grow in your backyard. So you don't need to necessarily go in the market to buy them. Begin to practice planting food in your backyard instead of just putting flowers that are not edible. Fruitless flowers that you will not eat and things. Why not put fuel leaf? Why not put cassava leaf? Why not put edo? Why not put potato grain? Why not put something pepper, billabo, okra that you can harvest, you can plant, you can water, you can weed in, and then you can harvest and eat some, and then maybe sell some. Those of you in rural places with land, the Ministry of Agriculture is interested in you. You just have to put in time and start something, and see what the outcome will be. So let's get involved, all of us, into agricultural activities, and let's make our country self-sufficient in food production. Liberians, feed yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Yogi. Thank you very much for your participation on our show here this morning, giving Liberians insight about the pending National Agricultural Fair this year. It's been a wonderful time. We are already out of time. Is there anything that we did not ask about that you want to mention before you take leave of us?
Well, I think we discussed, I just want to re-echo the key message for this year's fair, and the key message within the National Agriculture Development Plan. Liberians, feed yourselves. And I just want to say thank you to the Spoon family for always creating the platform for us to come and share with our people these about the agricultural activities in Liberia. And want to say thanks to those who listen and those who attempted to maybe participate but could not go through. It's always a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you again. And with the partnership and collaboration with you, the media landscape in Liberia, we hope to make agriculture very, very enjoyable and interesting and inspiring for all of us, so that every Liberian can get involved in some activities within the agricultural sector. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being on your show.
Thank you very much. James Yogi there is the chair on publicity of the 2024 National Agricultural Fair. He's been in conversation with us about the pending agricultural fair. And it was a very insightful conversation there about the fair. So if you're interested, if you want to get more information, like you said, you can check the Ministry of Agriculture website or their various social media pages for more information about the fair. It's been a wonderful time on the program, folks. We have to take leave of you. Then is anything finally before we wind down curtains?
Not just to say thanks to all our listeners, and shortly we will be live from the Capitol and the judiciary as well. So stay tuned.
So stay tuned, because a lot happening today up Capitol Hill, and our reporters are posted in various corners to provide you live coverage about everything that will be happening in Monrovia today. My name is Yekezi Zobe, and I've been here with Dennis Nipsey. And for those of you who play the radio entertainment game, we've not forgotten about you. All right, so we've done our jobs, and we just call you to confirm your names in order to send your money, because it's a lot of money. We don't just want to send it to your account. We want to confirm your name, that the account is actually for you, before we can send the money. So you receive calls from us once you are one of the winners of the radio entertainment game. Then we send your money into your phone. My name is Yekezi. Bidding you a pleasant goodbye. We'll be back here on Monday, but on tomorrow, Lorena Honorary and Emmanuel David will be here to take you through for the rest of the week. Bye-bye.